Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to cut and sew a collar for a dress. If you're interested in learning this, please keep watching this video and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. The first step in making your collar is by joining your shoulder with 1/2 inch, and after that fold into two like this and take the measurement from your center back to your center front. Please note that you'll be taking the measurement after your zipper allowance. You will take the measurement after your zipper allowance to where your shoulder line is and down to the center front line. So I have 8.5 inches. I will be cutting two pieces for my collar because one will be sitting at the right side and the other at the left side of my neckline. So this here is my pattern paper and it's folded. So I'm just going to divide the measurement I took earlier, which is 8.5 inches, and divide that by 2, which is 4.25 inches. This is because my pattern paper is folded into 2. That's why I'm dividing what I had earlier by 2. So I'm marking 4.25 inch. So for the width of my collar, I'm just going to mark 3.5 inches. This is because when I'm done with all my cutting, I'll end up having 3 inches. So just watch carefully. So I'll be extending the up part by 2.5 inches. You can make yours 1.5 inches or 2 inches or 2.5 inches. This depends on how defined you want the edge of your collar to look. So you can extend the line by 2 inches or 2.5 inches. And on the folded part, I'm just going to mark 1/2 inch there. As you can see, it's folded, and then trace it to the other end of my collar, because this side will be sewn to my neckline. So I don't want it straight because the neckline is not straight. So that's why I marked 1/2 inch and then traced it to the other side. So as you can see, I have 3 inches as my collar width. I'm just going to cut this off. And then use this pattern to cut on my actual fabric and on my lining piece, because I'll be lining this collar. So as you can see, if I open this up, I have 8.5 inches, which will be at the left side because I'll be cutting two pieces of this particular pattern, which means one will be at the right side of my neckline and one will be at the left side of my neckline. So here you have it. This is the actual piece and the other is my lining piece, and I added 1/2 inch all around apart from the other side, which is on fold. So guys, I went ahead to cut out two pieces for my actual fabric and two pieces for my lining. So altogether I have 4 pieces. 2 is the main collar and 2 is the lining piece. So this is it here, and as you can see, I added 1/2 inch all around for my sewing allowance. So right now I'm marking out the wrong side of my collar because I want to iron my essay to it to add a little strength to my collar. So when I'm done, I'm just going to use the lining piece to turn this over by facing it right side facing right side. So I'm just going to sew the sides by 1/2 inch and also the longer part of my collar. I'll be leaving the down part because I'll be sewing that part to my neckline. So I'm just going to sew the up part by 1/2 inch and the sides. So over here I'm done ironing my elastic to my collar piece. So I'm just going to line this up as I said earlier. After sewing and turning it over to the right side, you'll have your collar looking like this. So do well to iron it properly before attaching your collar to your dress. So I'm just going to place the right side on the wrong side of my dress, as you can see, and I will place it starting after my zipper allowance. So you will fold your dress into two like this, from the center back to where you have your center front. So I'm just marking my center front, and I'll be placing the right side of my collar on the wrong side of my dress, starting after my zipper allowance. I'm just going to pin it all the way to my center front line. I will do the same for the other side. I'm just going to place my collar after my zipper allowance and then pin it all the way to the center front. So guys, I'm done pinning my collar to my dress, and I'm going to turn it over to the right side so that you can see how it looks. So you can see guys, my collar came out very beautiful and perfect. So I'm going to head over to my sewing machine and sew this by 1/2 inch. So guys, I'm done sewing my collar to my dress, and for the rough edge showing on the right side, just go ahead and fold in again and top stitch just to cover up that rough edge you will have showing on the right side of your dress. Just fold in the excesses you have there, that rough part there, and just sew so that you will have a very clean finishing. So guys, thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye.